The next set of techniques we're going to do is a headlock. We're going to show two basic ways that you can hit a headlock. Okay, the first one is from your inside control tie. And the key thing on your headlock is your footwork and how you use your hips, because that's what you're going to cut this man off with, and also that's what you're going to throw him across when you hit your headlock. Okay, you have inside control tie, you have a collar tie-up. You want to be as tight as you can with this collar tie-up. Now from here, the basic foot movement for your headlock is to step in and go into what we call a back step. You're going to step in. Now from here, we're going to pivot on that front toe and step behind with the trailing foot here. At this point, we want to get the hips into him and drive the shoulder across his head as we shoot the hips across. There's two ways you can take a headlock. You can do what we call a sag, or you can take this man high over your hips. If you want to take him high over your hips, you're going to have to shoot the hips all the way across his body. Now again, you're in this position here. If you can get his head just to come up just a little bit, you want to drive your shoulder below that head and shoot your hand straight across as you move into your headlock position. Again, the key thing on this headlock is footwork. You want to work and become real efficient at this type of motion. It's called a back step. You step in, you pivot on the front foot, the trail foot follows as you rotate in a circle. Okay, this time we're going to take him over. So from here, we step in, we shoot the hips all the way across, and take him over. Once you headlock someone, you want to make sure that you end up perpendicular. You don't want to let this man move around parallel. If he starts moving around parallel this way, you want to move this way to finish it off. Okay. The second way that you can take this headlock is what we call a sag. From here, you step in again. This time, we're just going to drive this inside knee down to the mat and take him down. You're going to use your hips to cut him off and take him down to the mat. Okay, to finish your headlock, okay, move around, Rich. Okay, there's a couple different ways you can finish your headlock. The key thing is not to let this man move parallel and get in a position so that he can hook his leg or hook around your waist and take you back over. Okay, like such. Okay? So if he starts moving parallel, you move perpendicular. You want to keep control of this arm. Now, from here, you can wrap around his wrist, under his elbow, and lock your hands. This is a nice tight grip right here. Lock around the wrist, under his elbow, and lock him up like this. That's one way. What you might want to try to do when you get into a headlock position, and this will make it difficult for this man to take you back over, is to try to get your back as low as you can on his chest. Many times, wrestlers will get in this position, have it locked up, and the bottom man may be strong enough to still take him across and over. If you can get the high part of your back down on his chest, then it's going to be very difficult for him to take you back over. So we're talking about this type position. So you're going to move perpendicular towards his head and low. Okay. So this is one way you can lock it up. A second way you can lock it up is just to take this elbow, push it across his face, grab your own leg, lean forward, and drive like this. Again, from this position here, what you want to do is take this elbow, drive it across his face, take your own leg, now lean forward and lock it up as tight as possible. Okay. Another way that you can hit your headlock is from what I call an inside elbow tie. A lot of times you'll get in this position and you'll drape over his arm here. From this position, what this man suspects much of the time is that you're just resting. Now from here you have a collar tie-up. You want to keep your body low. You want to keep this elbow in towards his chest so that he can't take his shot. Now from here, what we're going to do is step up with this front leg. Now from this position, all we're going to do is pivot on the toes. As we pivot, we're going to pull this arm in tight and straight across the chest. You're going to shoot this arm straight through. Right now, you're just going to wind down to the mat. This is a form of the sag. The knee goes down here. Now you go down to your hips. And now you're in a good headlock finish position. Once you get here, you can go into your different finish positions. It's just a matter of coming over the wrist here, like we did before, slide down, or taking this elbow and pushing it towards his face, locking your leg up. Okay, again. So from this position here, if he's on the inside, you come inside and lock up right at his forearm. From this position here, what we're going to do is step this inside foot up. Now you're going to pivot on the balls of both feet. From here, you pull this in, you twist your hips. Now you shoot your shoulder high and your arm up high into his neck. Now from here, you go to your inside knee, sag down to the mat, and take him over. Okay, again. Okay, from this position, you got this leg forward. You pull it hard across your chest and in tight. Inside overhook from here. Now pivot on your toes. Here, right here. Lock it up.